I can't help it. It just come out, and I'll be like, I'm smoking, buzzing, roses. That's what I'm smoking. And I can't help it. I can't help it because the rose and the weed together, that's the effect that it have on me. It's like, almost like a chemical um, recognition that I'm smoking marijuana and roses.
Wow.
Right? But if I smoke marijuana mixed with lavender, oh, it's gonna be a good sleep night tonight. Right? But right, so the different herbs do different stuff. We didn't just all smoke straight marijuana, right? Or straight tobacco. We used to all smoke all kind of herbs. Right? They all got a different. The purpose of burning it is to release the energy that's trapped inside of the leaf. Right? Once the energy is released, you can absorb it and you can utilize it, access the mind of the plant. Like I told you about when I took the mushroom trip and I had the magnificent light show and men come in talking about I'm psilocybin. I read the mushroom. Right? So when I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm tripping. Because I'm thinking like you can't really be the spirit of the mushroom. Yeah. And then he showed me all of this stuff about mushrooms I didn't know. And then I was sitting there skeptical as can be. And then it started coming across my feed everything he told me. From the elk in the mushroom to the proboscis monkey in the mushroom to the psilocybin that lights up the dark cave as fluorescence. Right?
Wow.
And I was like, damn. I didn't know none of that stuff before psilocybin told me. And then he like, he's like, and then he asked me, he's like, you know why I like the name psilocybin? I was like, no. He said, because it sounds like silly ass Cyrus. I'm like, I'm over here dying laughing, Rich, because he's giving me all of this stuff. But when I started really knowing that it was some real spill, is when my regular feed started showing me everything he told me on the trip. Right? That means that whatever the psilocybin, because he said you can access the information of the psilocybin network. It's the same as the neural network if you have the love for the mushroom, the psilocybin. And one of my favorite things on my pizza is mushrooms. Always have been. I can eat a mushroom pizza with nothing but mushroom, cheese, and sauce.
For real? What?
Right, so I always liked in mushrooms. I got this strong, like I can make a whole portobello mushroom steak sandwich with no meat. It's with the lettuce, tomatoes, and the slice of cheese and put some.
Was able to do, family. Y'all know what it is, man. This is the first time ever I'm watching my live while I'm doing my live. So, I get with y'all when I'm finished watching with it. You won't hear too much of me. You're gonna hear the God Rod Hayes. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But peace, welcome. Appreciate y'all stopping through.
Mayonnaise on it, mustard, and give it the business. So it's already in me to like mushrooms. I already have a predisposition and a strong affection toward the mushroom. I just didn't know that the mushroom had this mind connection network that I could access by loving mushrooms until I went on that trip. I don't like mushroom trips because I get cold. I don't like being cold.
Right, I always hear when we talk about Kemen, I always hear about the Blue Lotus. So I'm glad this person asked this question. Shout out to the Sirius B113. Rod, what do you know about smoking or drinking Blue Lotus? You ever did that, Rod?
I haven't in this lifetime, but the Blue Lotus is the sister of the Blue Lotus House, is what they used to call them. And it's an oracle sisterhood of priestess that would drink the tea on a regular basis, and they would use it in all kind of confectionery and stuff. They reverence the blue lotus, so it's got a strong connection in ancient Kemet among the sisters.
Mm. Oh, fire. All right. Let's get to another. Oh, you know what? Before I continue, because somebody had asked me, let's put the brother Rod Hayes Cash App on the screen. I know a lot of y'all know it by now. Make sure y'all support. Somebody had asked about supporting the brother.
Change that hat.
Let's see. All right, so family, so we've been live for about almost 2 hours. And this brother right here, man, we got over 4,000 people in the chat. We got over 4,000. That's a lot of people to have on a Tuesday night at 11 o'clock talking about spirituality.
For real.
There's
That's
not many.
crazy,
Think about
gang.
it. We live in a whole world. All these people. There's not many places where there's a group of 4,000 people gathered virtually to talk about spiritual topics.
That's crazy,
We are
bro.
one of the rare groups all over the world. 4,000 people talking about spiritual topics. Support the man who's responsible. What it's my platform, but the brother Rod, he brings a certain energy to his show.
Fact.
So shout out to Rod. Make sure you support him. Show love to him on his Cash App. You can support him via Cash App. $, capital SIK, capital APECH. Show the brother love, man. This is rare. Don't take this for granted, family. You ain't gonna see. There's a whole world full of people, and you won't see this on a Tuesday night. Over 4,000 people gathered. Show love for one of the brothers who's here tonight, doing what he does, man. All right. Real quick, somebody wants to know, can you break down monatomic gold, Ron? What's the deal with the monatomic gold? I be seeing Billy and Blue Pill talk about that shit. What's the deal with the monatomic gold, Ron?
It helps the body operate at its highest capable efficiency levels.
Mm-hmm.
The monatomic gold, if you get it in its pure state, you won't even need food. You'll just need a sip of water.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to literally activate your macabre and fly up out of here with it. But you also have other monatomic elements other than gold, like platinum, monatomic silver, iridium. And the collective of them is just called orbits. Orbitally rearranged molecular substance or something like that. But the priests of old used to use it to access the highest possible states of consciousness, and they used it to map the mind. But in modern times, we just now becoming reacquainted with it in probably the last 25 or 30 years, and some people it's even less than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and because when it's in its monoatomic state, which is the single molecule state, it looks like what's that stuff called silica. It looks like silica under the microscope, right? But it has so many
thank you, me.
properties. It eliminates the entropy of the combustion in the cellular processing of energy, right? So it's like a balancing chemistry. The chemistry is to balance the where you're burning so efficient that you have no entropy. And if you take away the entropy, you won't age no more. You take away the entropy, you won't have mental decline, physical decline. All that stuff goes away. And a lot of people believe that the monoatomic gold is the fountain of youth.
Right, next question. Can you talk about burning ancestor money? What's your thoughts on that?
That's crazy, gang.
That's a more like a tribal specialty, right? Where you can designate a dollar note as ancestral money to access the wealth that the
Can't see a
ancestral
damn
line
thing.
has. But that's not my area.
It's
All right,
like,
next question.
they got
Rod,
gold
what
on
does it
top of
mean to
the
dream of
ice
free
cream,
falling?
steaks.
However, not know
They
what
know.
direction one is moving, not knowing if you're
They know about the
falling
gold.
up, down, right, or left.
I never heard of nobody falling up.
Yeah.
But that's sinking. So look, when you're in the free fall state, you got to be sure you falling and not rising. Right? I put a post up a couple days ago on my
One
Facebook.
ammo. Oh,
It
let's check
say,
over
be
here.
prepared to dive to the deepest depths if you want to rise to the highest heights.
That's right.
The training is the same. The same breath control, the same focus, the same concentration to dive to the bottom of a deep pool. It's the same to rise to the heights. It's just the only difference is in the 3D and opposites matter.
Let's get you restocked.
Next
Get
question.
yourself restocked.
Yeah.
You look terrible.
This chat moving. You got this chat moving fast, Ron. Can
What
Orisha
goes up
choose
must
you
come
without
down.
being initiated?
They in your bloodline already. Not only are they in your bloodline, they codons on your DNA. All of the 7 Orisha are codons on the DNA.
More Zeds on the way.
They just
Start
what
to
you
wrap
call.
things up, as they say.
So you imagine like you got T cells that command your white cells what to do in the body. The Orisha on the line that they own command the network of amino acids that make that DNA chain up. And there's 7 major
Zeds are getting closer.
sections to the helix, and each one is governed by a different Orisha. You don't even have to be
Break
melanated
time's
for
over.
them to call
Get
you
back to
forth.
work. More Zeds inbound.
All right, let's keep this thing moving, y'all. Peace to the planet. Can Tesla coils be used to raise consciousness and activate ancestral energy? Thanks for the super chat donation, TR.
You can do almost anything with a Tesla
I
coil.
was about to say
Matter of
that.
fact, when I describe the divine feminine woman in her true
Anything
nature,
with that
I
thing.
call her a Tesla coil.
Tesla. Big.
Because she's able to manipulate reality with the power of love and thought alone. But there's so many of us, and those are the women that normally have the hardest life, and people try the hardest to control them. Because they want that access to that frequency, but they don't want to the selfish desires of the desire for that access. So they try to subjugate her and force her into performing, and she can't perform by force. She can only perform from a place of love and reciprocity. And this is why men are required to learn how to help a woman balance her emotions with her intellect. Or in other words, balance her feminine energy with his masculine energy. And then he can read, he can know, okay, she moving like this. That means it's gonna rain in 3 days. She didn't know.
Women's intuition.
Her energy. Because her energy, she can be a walking oracle where you can read her like tarot cards, or she could be a walking disaster and tear your life apart because you don't want to do your part by learning your woman. And most of the guys don't know that it's just important as to learn your woman as to learn your favorite sport. It might be more important to learn your woman if you plan to have a happy life.
For real.
My skin is burning.
Happy wife, happy life shit is real.
But it's not just happy wife, happy life, right? It's happy means happy team. Because you're not going to be happy making her miserable. Because she can't stay miserable while you happy. And you can't stay happy while she miserable. So
Facts.
by balancing the two, it's the teamwork. What makes the dream work is
Right.
weaving the two together in a unit. And the man that's mastered that ability has that ability no matter what woman he with.
I'm low on
And
ammo.
that's why the man that every woman wants is the man that every woman wants. Because he's the natural at that ability to bring out the best in that woman.
Where is a bikini when you need one?
He understands the nature of the feminine. And he can wield. That's why I say every great man is a great woman. She don't have to do nothing. That's the crazy part. All she got to do is, if you can keep her
Be a woman.
in her divine feminine energy, stuff happens when you play it.
Automatically.
Cracks in the game, you get to sew the game up, restructure the game, reset the game.
That's what I've been doing.
You know how to read it.
That was the last one.
It ain't nothing
Dedicated
to
pod for
the
resupply.
differential of the wife over the husband or the husband over the wife, because it's a team. You can't take the team aspect out of a functional relationship. Soon as somebody becomes a dictator, it's not a team no more.
That's right.
And that's why you end up with uncivil war fought in a civil warfare manner. That's why they call it domestic violence. It's uncivil civil warfare.
Final choices, people. Enemies on the scope.
Alright, let's keep the stick going. Trying to look for some good questions. I think I got one saved. Somebody wants to know, if you get dementia, do you lose your soul?
I'm about to shut the pod.
No, okay.
So dementia is caused by plaque in the brain that blocks the firing of the synapses. And that's done through the diet. The diet and toxins is what causes Alzheimer's and dementia. That can't cause you to lose your soul. You can't lose your soul. But you can do, when they say lose your mind, lose your soul, that means when you're doing something that is so out of character, that's not you no more. That's what the ancients call losing your soul.
Right.
You lost yourself in behaving outside of who you are. But you can't, you can't sell your soul. What are they gonna do? Put it in the bag and take it with them?
But bro, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep this thing keep going. Ron, will we evolve into the physical where we would be?
Well, blow his fucking head off so you don't spit on me.
Smash to when you said you hate being home. You understand that?
Yeah, so they talk about the
Oh, fucking silence. Somebody get over that wall.
that everything's instantly freeze. And when you're going to your own body, you generate enough heat where the external don't affect you like that. And we evolved through that cycle many times throughout the eons of existence. And we'll get to 10, just won't be the day of tomorrow, because it's a heavy amount of work, unison work required for one of us to make it to that level of evolution. And the ones who are already at that level of evolution, they come and go to take leagues and they don't participate in the other sports.
Keep the stick moving. New Diamond, shout out to New Diamond. She wants to know, what do you think will happen now, next, now that the Pope has passed away?
He was already fucking weak. He should have died.
I don't really like trying to do predictions, but there's some characteristics to the fall of this empire. They're gonna try to
Slow ass sharpshooter
It's
too.
gonna go bad for some reason, but I don't know what's gonna cause it. But the next pope's supposed to be the last pope, but really it's the pope they just announced dead because he wasn't really the pope. Right? That was which one they say just passed? Benedict?
Francis.
Francis. Then the one right before him was Benedict.
Yeah.
He was the pope before the last pope. Because the only way that the pope can leave his position is through death. That's why they even go old men. Because it's a lifetime position. If
Right.
people want to do riding SOBs in the pope position for 50 years, they been ran so much havoc on the world. So they always use old men because their lifespans are already pretty much expired. But it's going to be used as a catalyst for other things they want to justify accomplishing. But it don't mean that it's something that they wasn't going to try anyway. They just needed the opportunity or the excuse for the event to be announced so that they can tell you what the next wave of their plan is. But it don't matter what they plan. They lost. It's over. Eviction notice served.
Right.
They can come up and prop up as many of these cross-dressing popes as they want to. They're not going to take the place of the divine feminine. Right? And the return of the ancient ones is at hand. We here.
Yes, sir.
And this is not our first rodeo. This is not the first time that we had to go through this. This is just the only time you remember because it's the time you're dealing with right now. Right? When you're playing in the 2025 championship game, you don't give a damn about the 2024 championship game, especially when you're playing against a different team. Right? You know that game already won. That's over with. This is where we at because all of this charade game they playing, this galactic chess game they playing, games of the gods, board games, live games, they all expiring in real time. And as they all form, they have to make these announcements like the lizard bitch died, trans-testicle pope died. All of those are what they call markers, just to mark where they at in the fall of the old system. Because all it is about changing the system into a new, more prosperous system. Because somebody thought they could do it better than the ones who had been doing it for eons. So they had 6,000 years to prove themselves and they failed. They were too focused on trying to turn men into women and trying to find peace and harmony and bring heaven back to earth.
Right.
Let's get to the next question. Before we get out here, we still got 4,200 people in the building. Shout out everybody who's tapped into this information and that. Ron, Storm wants to know, can you talk about the Haiti Empire in America? I hope I'm saying that right. It's Haiti or Haiti?
Haiti. So they are critical right now. Like all answers from the Americas, North, Central, and South should be on Haiti. It needs to be hoping that we see them experience prosperity and fast. Because they the ones who been economically in last place. And they gonna get the first payout on the turnaround. Because the last gonna be made first that's already written.
Right.
And the first gonna be made last. All of them leeches and blood suckers that thought they was at the top.
Yeah.
And you get kicked to the back of the bus. Right? We're gonna put them on the caboose of the train. And then I hope I had a saboteur that while we move with the train real fast that they disconnect their parts car and leave their ass rolling in the opposite direction. But action is important. The Haitian Revolution, this is what your divine insight was fighting for. This is what you got Orisha Stone, my chief of staff, Rising Phoenix. That's what they've been fighting for to close out the Haitian Revolutionary Conjure so that they could bring the prosperity back to the island. And if you follow the migration, when they left after the French was ran out of there, they went to two places primarily. They went to New Orleans and they went to Florida. The soldiers went to Florida to fight the Gullah Wars. The priests and priestesses went to New Orleans to fight the Conjure Wars. Meaning the return of that. Like everything has to come full circle in order to flip out of the infinity loop. This is a wrap. And they are critical.
Almost up. Vite.
I've been saying it. It's over.
In order to assist in the
It's a wrap for the rat race.
Go kill some
contrary to
Zeds.
popular opinion. They was fighting Negro peons
This shit over with.
called Huguenots.
Huguenots.
Yeah, that was the French equivalent of conquistadors.
Right. That's who they was fighting.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this thing going, man. Like I said, wow, what a show! I did in the very beginning. I said this. I knew what it was gonna be tonight. Bro, they want to know. Okay, they want to know what's your take on walking souls and soul transference. Oh damn, shit.
The walking can only come in when somebody totally give up on their life. Walking just can't walk into somebody that's living a fulfilled life. The walking is like a person suicidal, and all of a sudden you decide I'm suicidal no more, and then your whole lifestyle changing for the better. That's a walking.
Shit.
Because it's tied to a soul contract or a book of life. Your book of life is what the path you chose to walk when you incarnate, right? And as you walk that path, and some people get so confused about their book of life and forget about the agreement they made before they came due to the effectiveness of the system that we work in, that we in. They become suicidal because whenever you got a right to exit whenever you're ready. But if you have a purpose that's bigger than you and bigger than your, like for instance, some people book a life, they live in the Kirkland for 60 years and then they cross back over. Nobody never really have any interaction with them. But then other people's life have so many people tied to them, they can't just leave and leave them people with absent pages in their books of life that causes catastrophe. So you got a spiritual person, probably an ancestor, that's reading your book of life, say, I can finish this and I can make it better. So they'll come in as a walk-in. Go ahead, sir, I'll let you tap out. And we're going to let Uncle Willie over there, he can live this path before a couple of times. He can handle this with ease and make it better. He can change everything around and the whole life is better. Soul transference is only done through clones. Clones don't have a direct link to the bloodline because they're artificially manufactured, unless it's a twin or a human. When that happened, the original person the clone was taken from, when they pass on in physical form, if they pass on by accident or some calamity and they were supposed to finish something, they can transfer all their energy to their clone to finish the job that they came to. So those are
Come on, how many fucking bullets to the head, man?
Alright, we're gonna do, we got two more final questions. One of them is, the second and last one is, what essential symptoms have you been experiencing during this earth upgrade? Body spirit. What happened?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last week, I was in the bed. My whole weekend felt like a bus. Sinuses get clogged. Alright.
Oh shit! God damn!
Backaches, shoulder pain, and I had a whole lot of different ones. But those are the most recent ones, especially the sore muscles.
Another ammo. There we go.
Anyone need ammo?
Let me ask you, how do you know those are essential symptoms in particular?
Because I know I ain't sick. I know what the heat is when I'm feeling. But like for instance, what triggered the beard thing for 3 days was a solar flare came in. All you gotta do is look, you can turn it. Solar flare shouldn't really be stocked out. Or you can get the first solar flare shooting resin, man, can't sleep, got to do something, finishing everything up. Like, man was to make me sit my ass down because I had to come back from a sabbatical, back to the social media to continue trying to wake people up and help them see that there's more to this than what we've been told. So, in order to make sure I'm rested when I get to Brother Rich,
Need that.
Big Mama say, here, go sit your ass down. Right. Oh, man. Let's get to one last question.
simple, but why we gotta know thyself? Nigga said, why we gotta know thyself? It seems simple, but it's a lot of layers to this answer. That's what I want to ask you, Rod. Why do we have to know thyself, Rod?
Same reason when somebody's robbing your ass, you need to know who the police is. Your condition and your life mission
I found
is
ammo.
best understood by knowing who you
And a
are.
gun. Need that.
If you don't know how you're going to react to
Now I'm
a
gonna put your ass
situation,
down.
might go put you in that situation for you to jot it down in
Bastard.
your book of notes of self, so you'll know if any of that happens again, I know what to do next time. The knowledge of self is what awaken you up to who you were in past lives, your ancestral responsibilities. What do you have to do
Guess I won't be working
for
on
your
my tail.
bloodline, your lineage, in order for all of the people that came before you to have intrinsic value?
There's Zeds on the
I do
scope.
not know
Must
my
close the pod very soon.
grandfather's name personally. In order for him to have any intrinsic value, it had to be expressed through me. For my children to know he was important. Or else I wouldn't be here. Take any one of your ancestors from out of the equation and you're a different person. Every ancestor that you had, they had to come in order for you to exist. Knowing yourself
Go make a
is
difference.
knowing what you came here for, and it's also to help you understand your life mission, your life purpose. And this to keep. That's why once you get into this, the only thing that depresses you is how soon other people wake up. You
Yes!
don't get depressed about nothing else.
Yes!
Read about a few things, but it's not gonna last long.
Right. He's so right.
And you can't feed the anger till you do something that you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. But sometimes you got to learn the hard lesson.
Right.
In order for that aspect of the self to wake up and be like, look, it gotta be a smarter way to do this. I can't be a damn fool and do this. I gotta make sense to me, and even if it don't make sense to nobody else. But if I don't know my likes and my dislikes and my pet peeves, I don't even know how to help me. So the knowledge of self is critical for you to walk your path. If you don't want to walk your path, you can try to ignore who you is, but life gonna beat you into submission when you do that, because I tried it. I literally tried. I heard my call in the notes 5 years old and ran the other way. And every time I ran, I got knocked right back to the path.
But I've seen, I missed I think I missed the super chat question. Keep me on the chat. That was supposed to be the last question.
You little bastard.
Goddess of Fire. Hold on. Goddess of Fire. Hold on. Let me,
You know that flesh pound's on
Wait, here we
steroids.
go. Goddess of Fire. All right. My solar return was April 12th, same day of the pink moon. My period was extended a week. And that never happened before. Did the pink moon affect my cycle? Shout out to Goddess of Fire. Thank you for some chat, sis. I almost missed your question.
All of the women's cycles is governed by the frequency of the moon. This is why they don't parthenogenically reproduce anymore, because the Lilith moon is eclipsed by the lunar moon. The Lilith moon, which we call the dark phase of the moon, that's when the women can access the same higher consciousness that allows them to produce parthogenically. And the 28-day cycle is to make it where when that dark window come around, you off a rhythm with the Lilith moon. And this is why they say that Eve replaced Lilith as the password. This is what they're talking about. So it's definitely possible that the pink moon could have affected your cycle. But better than asking me, ask yourself, because you know yourself better than I know you. and the answer always comes back to you. And when it comes back to you, this is how you gonna know. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what that was. Aha moment. When you send yourself, your mind to answer a question for you, it don't come back as you telling yourself, read Psalms 37. No, don't do none of that. It come back to you as an aha moment.
Last chance.
Right?
I have to power down the pod.
If your mind can't find the answer, but it know who got the answer, the person will haphazardly give you an off-the-cuff book reference, song reference, movie reference.
Last one too, you ain't tricking me.
Read the book, listen to the song, or watch the movie. The answer is right there in your face. You're like, damn, I was just asking myself about that the other day. Right? So you have to know how you answer yourself. This is another, go back to the prior question of why do you need to know yourself? Because when the answers come in, you need to know that the answer from you, or if it's just a random thought somebody down the street has that flew into your field. You don't know yourself.
Think your sneaky ass gonna hit me?
Hey, bro, real quick. This is a hell of a show tonight, dog. This is one of the one. It's a hell of a show tonight. Right.
That was a damn good show.
Let's say I'm in meditation and I have a aha moment. And then
Y'all was gonna try to trap me.
So I had a
Peppers.
and like 10 seconds after that, I think about my pops. So does that mean my pops gave me that aha moment? Because I've had aha moments.
You already answered your question, but you just wanted to verify for the people that you got answer from your pops from the other side.
Just want to make sure we ain't crazy sometimes, man.
So your father went through a particular life and learned some stuff. That's in your DNA. And you ask yourself, one of the first places you looked was in your motherland and fatherland before you went for outside information. You know, how quick that codon on the DNA that got that information in. And then the next thing that you want to know is, how did that get there? Oh, dude, you know Pops put that there for you. Boy, I couldn't let you just overlook yourself. It's how it works. Right? And when the ancestors cross over, they even push more of they are down on you. Especially the wiser they are, the more they wisdom energy they want to push, because they want you to maximize your potential. I was wicked with the aim. I used to be talking more about the rumor around my dad was, do you think Ryan Hayes could beat Mike Tyson? Mike was knocking him out. He was ill like that, man. Wicked. Listen, when I got to Chicago, to the county jail, dudes were telling me stories about this dude in Michigan with them hands. And they was telling me stories of fights.
The straight too. Okay, we got one down. Just the
legend of
fleshy.
street legend, right? Locally, I'm a street legend. Nationally, I ain't nobody. Right? But I brought that up for a reason. My job is to beat Mike Tyson. That was his job. Right? Else I would have found my custom out. I never found my custom out.
Gave me
I learned how to train
the streets.
First, I learned from one of my cousins.
I found out.
And he took what he taught me and started studying everybody else with hands.
Right.
Right? So, I still never got to play it out in the ring, but I got to play it out in the street.
Right.
Right? I got to fight 10 niggas at one time and win. Right? I got me and my brother fighting 30, 40 dudes and win. Right? I got to do all that. It don't even matter now. Because I don't got no belt. I don't got no trophy wall or none of that. Now, I grew up, my uncle had a guy next door to him named Art Hall.
Time's over. Head back to work.
Was a Golden
All
Glove
sets
great.
inbound.
Almost made a mistake and didn't get something. Put his hefty ass down.
I'm trying to sneak over there to see her. And I see all these boxing trophies. And I'm like, who are all them trophies? She's like, that's my brother's. But you can't take them. My mom didn't want to win on my record over my mom's, right? And I thought about that for a long time, right? Because also, he was wicked with the Ubers, right? But then neither one of them was his life mission. His life mission might be he might be a supervisor overseeing geeks in Silicon Valley, as far as I know. But he had them hands, he had them hoop skills. I learned how to play basketball for real in prison. Right before that, I run the court, I shoot the ball, but I didn't understand the psychology of the game, so I was never gonna be Michael Jordan. Right? My calling was different. My mom used to always tell me, and I used to get mad when I want to do something. That's not your calling. You got a whole different calling. And I get mad at her. And I'll try my best to be real good at it. So she could change her mind, but it didn't work.
It ain't work.
Right. So one day I was like, well, what's my calling? And she said, you got to do the Lord's work. I'm like, who the hell is the Lord? I didn't understand the spiritual nature of the gifts that I had.
Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, little bastard. Come on, throw it. Fuck.
I'm like, get some profits. Get it in a bag. She said, yeah, but that ain't gonna last long.
Damn it.
So when I was in Chicago on the run from the police for finance, I made a whole lot of money over the summer. Playing. It lasts. Like Mama said. Right? And so I get to the isolation place, and I don't want to nothing to do with no spiritual stuff. I don't want to be bothered with no drug dealing stuff. And so the only thing I keep hearing, and these little FOI dudes running around, I was cussing them out too, but they keep talking about the self-improvement program. And I was like, I already wrote my own self-improvement program. I don't need yours. I wrote my own something. You can't tell me how to improve me. But the beautiful brother named Ken X in Saginaw, all he do is smile and say, brother, you're going to be all right. And I made a program for myself. I said, this is before I haven't studied a few years, but this was like in the early days. I said, I have to figure out what I'm going to do when I go home. Right, I'd already decided that I'm going to turn it into a monastery and a university. I already got that part in my head. Now, I'm just reading random stuff. I'm like, there's no system or whatever. So I said, okay, that's, I'm reading these religious books, I'm reading this philosophy and history, and I'm telling you, I read the whole Saginaw collection of
the fuck you hit me with that? And I was way back there.
I'm talking about hundreds of books. And then I'm sitting there, so when I come up with the thing, I said, I'm just going to only study out and improve myself. So I took
you knocked me out of line, you little bastards.
And I focused on Anthony Robbins, Ted Stigler, Napoleon Hill, Dennis Kimbrough, and everybody that was talking how to help yourself.
Right.
Looking for somebody
I fuck with Napoleon Hill. Big time.
Years straight self-help research journey and got some of the best jewels of my life from there. Right? But to improve the self was the only thing I was trying to do. I didn't know that the side effect with that would make me fit to be able to teach people something that I didn't know it would make me a borderland philosopher. Right. And then I start studying the music, and like I had a lot of ambition when I came home, But everybody was so close, man. I was shocked at how close these people, man, was. And my mom was telling me, roll your sleeves up. It's time for you to do the work. What work?
You
You
do.
gotta go help these people. Tell them people.
I'm glad he missed me with that.
You don't need no help. You the one gotta help them. I don't got nothing. I just got out of prison. Right? 5 years after I was out, I had like 6 cars, a house paid for. I was working at GM, making good money for the lifestyle I was living. And
Marty, come on. I was healing. This shit too slow, man. Oh, that's bullshit. I had his ass, too.
So close to victory.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
And so dead.
my mom used to kick me up.
I use the slow friggin' things both times. I'm gonna switch my perk up.
In retrospect, they say hindsight 2020. Yeah. But now it's so clear. I know
Definitely
exactly
should have
what
went
she
with
was talking
something a little
about.
faster, but it's alright.
I didn't
You got
even
that.
know the understanding of being a chief wasn't as clear as it became when I seen my mama go on the ground.
Mm.
I was devastated. But then all of her words that's haunted me like a cold breeze on a warm night that was just there. Right? So now I come out
You still got
and I say, okay, well, what am I supposed to be doing?
Get this.
I'm supposed to be telling them
Change this perk up.
who has this spell on us. There's 3 spells. It's Kingu, it's the Armenian spell, and it's the George Washington conjure, the death of Crispus Attucks, blood oath. Okay? And there's major conjures open. I got to figure out whose descendants is going to close the Haitian Revolutionary conjure, the New Orleans Revolutionary conjure, that's the side effect that come from the people from the land and old Mississippians and the Creoles in New Orleans working with the Haitians. They have to close these conjures out. And some of the conjures, the only way to break the spell is to tell the people the spell. And the most powerful one that was holding us the hardest was the
ammo in the first round. Thank you.
Right, the secondary constitution that's on display at the George Washington Memorial with all of the faces of the ones who went into the conjure. And this is where racism works so effective because all of the people, America always been the melting pot. People always came to the mainland America from around the world to upgrade their life by joining one of the tribes because we was all prosperous before 1492. So while I'm looking at this, the cracking the Liberty Bell is another spell. The Liberty Bell was the movement of the sacerdotal seat, or the replacement of the sacerdotal seat with the White House, which was the seat of Columbia.
The Freemasons know all this.
Columbia is another name for the goddess, but when you look in the ceiling and you see the 72 5-point stars, that's the reverse side of a sigil. The 72 sigils is 72 spirits of liberation that was used to cast a spell. So by telling the people what the spell is, it in effect loses its grip on their psyche. Once they go back and they look and they see it, and now that spell does not work.
Little bastard.
That has to be done because we need to be freed from the condition we were in. The reason why nobody want to associate with dark-skinned, woolly-haired people in America is because you had the old Mississippians was fighting this war against the Moors from Spain, the Huguenots from France, and the gentry from England who was working together to conquer under the white man's burden. But the white man don't mean the same in Europe that it mean over here. Over there, the white man is the royal family. Over here, the white man is pale skin. That's not the same thing. But in the law over here, it means the same as it means in Europe, right?
Right.
And so this all these conflicts
That was the last
created
one.
this
Get to the
mental
indicated pod for
stupor,
resupply.
and it made us rebellious to information because anything that came close to breaking the spell, they told us it was evil. So we can't use voodoo to divinate and break the spell because we've been Christianized and told voodoo is evil. Voodoo is the power. That's the power of the people. You can call it what you want. You call it evil, the devil doing. Devil just mean enemy, adversary, opponent, the one you up against. So if the devil don't want you to use it, he gonna villainize you.
That's right.
And all it is,
That's why reading was villainized.
really what's called earth rights. The earth rights is the ability to give
That's why they want you to send your kid to school.
Last chance.
frequency
I have to power down the pod.
That's why they want your goofy ass to send your kid to school.
Okay, you got the 7 sisters of the Pleiades, the 7 Orisha. You have the 7 seals of the 7 prophets. All of those are just codes to allow you to see behind the veil. Once the veil begins to crack, you begin to see stuff, and then you begin to wake other people up. The babies got it now, so this ain't gonna be able to last much longer because the babies is gonna push harder than our age. Because they not taking no for an answer. I just want people to shut up and give us our shit back. The babies want blood.
Yes.
But they not fighting the war the way our ancestors fought in 1812 that gave the devil an extension. They fighting the war with the facts, bringing the truth out to the forefront, bringing the references out, what we call cashing the receipt in the public. Right? They following the oral tradition using social media as a timestamp archival format to let everybody know, right, this ain't crazy. We from here, we go here, and they ain't. They look like us, but they ain't us, and they ain't tricking us no more. And all of the ones that are under contract, private fraternities, they all trace back to Prince Hall. Prince Hall decided to get a charter because he's seen the sorcery being done and as an apprentice to a Scottish Rite Freemason. And they wouldn't give him a charter. Yeah, so he went to England and got a charter. Right? The ones that couldn't tell him no because they knew he was my blood. And he come back and he said, okay, now we can fight their war on their turn. We can educate ourselves above
fucking head off. There we go.
Everybody don't have to be just one. If one person educate themselves above the condition, not go to school and get educated.
That's right.
PhDs and your BAs and your associates, none of that don't matter. It's your ability to be able to tell the people who did it. It's in my TD literature, by the way. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Right? And I didn't know why that was a standalone piece of literature until I started putting everything together. Because I read Viceroy literature, I read Keystone literature, and I started saying, wait a minute. We got parts of our GD literature that come from the stone. But stones don't use that part.
Your fucking big ass down, you little bitch. Right?
So when I start sifting through everything, putting everything together, I keep getting all of these, what the, I'm just like, I'm like Elmer Fudd when I've been doing, what the fuck is this?
Thank you, me.
And it's blowing my mind, but it's making me see. Now I gotta figure out how to tell it to the tribes. They turned us against each other by sending infiltrators in that look like us. And now you see it playing out with Rolling 60s. And
Anyone need ammo?
they thought it was a Rolling 60 the whole time. He's a police.
Yeah.
Right, man. Listen, I mean, what a show. We about to approach the 3-hour mark.
Yeah. We ain't been sitting here that long. Stop it.
Oh, man,
it's over already?
Return to YouTube.
Perfect.
All right.
It's returning. It's over already?
I suggest you
That don't even feel like 3 hours, gang.
One thing you're telling me, everything, the Pope just died. We can see everything going on. If it's one
Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I can get Norma on the freaking second round. Let's go, baby.
Back from my sabbatical. Some may say I'm riding cold-ridden militant. You've been a little magical. Prepare my hiatus back to be a greatest and see that you ever heard. The rest of them suck fate.
Get some ammo.
I'll be on one sometime, Brother Rich.
That's crazy. I've been here watching it for 3 hours.
Like, I've been trying my pen, and my pen won't cooperate, meaning don't do no music right now.
Break time's over. Get back to work.
Right.
More Zeds inbound.
Hey, we gonna talk, Rod. We definitely gonna talk. We gonna figure this thing out. Family, I want to thank you for everybody who's tuned in tonight. Everybody who watched the whole show. Everybody who watched half the show. Everybody who watched a quarter of the show. Regardless, I want to thank you for tuning in, showing support. Before you leave the channel, make sure you hit the like button. That's important to let the algorithm know when Rod Hayes is on YouTube that people like watching Rod Hayes. So before you leave the show tonight, make sure you hit the like button. That's very important for the algorithm. And also make sure the brother has a cash app, $SIG8, that's spelled SIK8. He's on cash app. You can show the brother support. But with that being said, man, I want to thank y'all. It's been a very fun show. I haven't done a show this long in a while. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Right. Hey, man.
That being said, Rod, I'm so good, my brother.
I appreciate you, Brother Rich. Keep doing what you're doing. And peace to the family out there watching.
All right, peace, family. I'll be back Thursday night, family. I'm going to take some home, but I'll be back Thursday night. Peace, everybody. Good night, family.
Get the fuck off me. Norma, bitch. Bag. Get off me, you little bastard. You ain't even fucking worthy of a bullet.
Oh, suck it!
I'll copy. The official copy. Strong enough.
You're not them enough.
I'm not going to think of that.
Oh, thank you, me. Splatter Zed!
Well, that thing didn't die. That damn thing took care of it. Well, might as well see if I can get some ammo.
I'm going to have to be on film and motherfucking live up. I'm really on this coast. I ain't had no cocaine all day.
Find some ammo. Yeah, that's the God Rod Hayes right there. Found some more.
Got ammo here.
Careful, guys!
Easy! Get in! Get in!
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done. I'm impressed by your survival instinct out there.
Yeah, first. And let's see what we can get.
We're almost out of time. Make your choices. Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer. Protect the area.
Next time I'm bringing nose plugs. Now, look out! Oh, suck it!
Damn. You know you about to die, right? Fucking big chainsaw wielding bastard. Got me hit by that goddamn husk.
Keep it up. When you're done, I can reopen the treasure vault.
Great! Flash down! Gotcha!
Fucking little bastard.
Your work was flawless.
Steroids.
Excellent. The area remains
Bastard, you
totally
ain't fucking with
secure.
Norma. You wash your mind?
Oh, thank you,
That
me.
flesh pound didn't know what hit it just now. Very
Huh?
nice work.
Little buckethead, buff bagwell looking ass mouth.
You like being chewed into pieces? Buy armor.
No, I don't like being chewed into pieces. Beatrice and Norma. Let's go. How we gonna do this right here? And go ahead and
I'm about to shut the pod.
that. Yeah.
Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
Fuck your ass up now. Don't fuck your ass up. Your ass up. Your ass up.
One of those moody
Future time. How you make a mess with them corners.
You know that best out on steroids.
Somebody just came in, chat, but they're probably gonna leave for the last match.
One of those moody fledge powers.
Damn, that took a nice charge. The other way. Oh, you about to now. You're about to hit that beam. Hit the corner. Just some time, baby. Shit. I'm going the other way. Get it. Let's make it. Hit the corner. play this game as kids, run around the cars, man. Can't nobody ever catch you. We used to play this shit as kids. Mm-hmm. You want to run from somebody, get something big in between you. Yeah. That motherfucker trying to kill me. It's all right, I'm trying to kill him too. Feelings mutual. Oh, shit, I got no more. Oh, little bastard. You didn't let me get my little ammo.
One of those moody flex powers.
Get it now. Possibly. Might be a risk, but oh. We got away from that. That would have hurt. We gotta get it. Alright, now we can heal. Yes. Give us a little bit more life. Shut that shit down, bitch. Told you I was gonna get your ass. Think I can't fucking beat you, huh? Hell on earth, I don't give a fuck what it is. When I say I'm beating your ass, I'm beating your ass. Let's see what they gave us. Let's go see what we got for our dailies. Let's go see how much money we got. Yo, that fucking episode was epic. Let's see what we got. Okay, something slight. What we got here, family. We got here, chat. We got HRG, incendiary rifles. Ain't no big thing. No biggie. We got the motherfucking survivalist. And I'm a motherfucking hella mark stations. We probably won't be doing the Hellmark Station tonight. I just did a battle on the highest difficulty. So we gonna take it easy. I'm gonna chillax and smoke a little something, and tap in while I'm tapping in on this here live stream. So let's go ahead and put it on something that's gonna give us a lot of money. We need the money to get our gun. Survivalist. Okay. Survivalist. The survivalist. The most survivalistest of the entire group. We got everything here. We're going to just rock with hard for now. Because then that way we can get a little, you know what I mean? Get a little, some zen time while we play a little bit. I ain't smoking on no suicidal. Y'all see how intense that shit was? And the making figures got me twice. I had to come out with a win. No, I just had to switch my perk. I use the slowest perk because I like the challenge, but before I get frustrated, I go ahead and switch the perk. So, like, you got really slow perks, like Sharpshooter, Firebug, Demolitionist. Now, Demolitionist may be slow, but it is the most powerful. So, one shot, you're taking out several, which is why it's so slow. It can't be fast like Gunslinger if it's going to be this powerful. It wouldn't make sense. That'd be like overpowering the game. It wouldn't make the game very much challenging. And you get bored too quickly, in my opinion. Then you have support is not, it's just fast enough. If you know what you're doing, it's just fast enough. But it is technically a slow perk. All right. You got these Berserkers slow perk. But you got these speed perks like Commando. Field Medic is slow too. Because you're supposed to be a medic. You're not really built for speed. But then you got Gunslinger, SWAT, and Survivalist. Built for speed. Built to put out the maximum amount of bullets within the minimalist time. So those goals of those perks is to put out 10 rounds in a second. As opposed to every other perk, I'm going to put out 10 rounds in 10 seconds. Much, much slower. SWAT is you putting out rounds. And you putting the motherfuckers down ASAP. That's why everybody loves SWAT. And because the clocks can't grab you because that shit's annoying. But if you know how to play, like y'all didn't see me get grabbed not once. Not to where it affected me. Because you got to be anticipating that. I got Survivalist. Well, HRG Incendiary Rifle. That's fun. Extremely fun. We're not doing Hellmark Station, but we are. I mean, Elysium only because it's got the ammo. I can't think of anything that got the ammo like that. Oh, the Descent. I don't really feel like doing Descent. What else got the ammo? Nightmare. That's just so I can get my gun out the way. the fastest, the absolute fastest to do it is Santa's Workshop. Santa's Workshop. Where is it? Right here. That's the fastest. Santa's Workshop. Or second place is Barnwich Town. And then it's Elysium. So those are the fastest places you're going to get your gun. And actually, any of the take third place is Elysium, along with the Descent and Nightmare, anything that transfer you to another board. Like this one, you switch. You start off right here where this little stairs are, then you go to another section, and it teleports you. Any teleporting board is going to have nothing but ammo running around, no matter what difficulty you put it on. Is Power Core one of them? Yeah, Power Core is another one. So, yeah. Power Core, the Descent, Nightmare. Krampus Lair does have a lot of ammo because you do teleport. It's only at the end, but you do teleport. And that's it. That's how I choose what I do based on the weapon I get. If it's something I can afford relatively quickly, I'll just pick the board I feel like playing. But if I gotta earn, 1,500 or more or better, I just go to Elysium so I can get it done out the way. Or one of those boards I just mentioned. It just got ammo. You don't have to buy no ammo. You save all your money. Get your weapon by the second or third round. And you be done with it quicker. And get back to the fun part. Get back to the basics. All right? That's how you have to do it sometimes. Suicidal. Doing that. Oh wait, we gotta change our perk. Oh no, we already did. All right, we already did. We good. We good.
Here we go.
Already
Mission is
did.
underway. Lock and load.
Thank you. Dealing with on the knife level. Y'all thought y'all was tough. Damn, that's somebody's skull I just ran over.
Nice.
Good start, but many Zeds remain.
The loading screen taught me this, y'all. With this knife, just move forward as you slice. Most of the time, you're gonna get a one-hitter quitter, right here.
Watch it, more Zeds.
I'm worried about that damn fat boy. Catch this guy right here.
Easy. I'm pinned. Got it. I'm burning.
Fat boy done pissed off his brothers. They mad at him. There it is. See that? One hit a quitter. Get that by moving forward. Watch how many slices it takes for this littlest, weakest one by not moving. 3. One, 2, 3. Oh, missed that one. Got 3 with that one. Here he is. So 5. See that? 1, 2. Oh. Yeah, I learned that shit from the game. Loading screen. It said move forward while slicing. While doing melee, and you increase the damage. It said, oh. He tearing your back up, fat boy. You spit on him again, you a nasty bastard. You know that? You shouldn't be spitting on people. It's really, really nasty. That's fighting actions. You spit on me, I'm fighting you.
Glad to see you made it
I
through.
don't blame your brothers for wanting to beat your ass. My brothers ever spit on me.
I like it when everyone makes it out alive.
Lord of mercy. Yeah, they want 1,200 for that. They want 1,200, Jack. Give me a hammer. Good.
Oh, thank you.
Break time's over. Get back to work. More Zeds inbound.
Get through this now, assholes. Tighter than a Finn's ass. Yeah! You've got to admire their persistence. They really want through that door. Smackdown! Right on. Well, where'd you get to? Gotcha! Bye, monster!
Finish the last ones off, so I can open the trader pod for you. Perfect. Pod is open again. Let's get you restocked. You took some hits there. Patch yourself up.
Incendiary rifle. Round 3. Yeah, I have to get it on round 3.
There's Zeds on the scope. Must close the pod very soon.
So close it then, heifer. Don't be threatening me.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer. Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
I didn't doubt it for a second. I did at the first split second. I ain't gonna lie, I did doubt it. Damn, ammo full already?
See says go boom!
Hey, shut that shit down. You little bastard.
That thing's got me! Oh shit!
Jump on your head.
Careful, guys!
Okay, we gotta take care of him. Alright, now we can play with the little brothers.
Done!
They like to play. We can wrestle. I'm gonna play wrestling match.
Oh, suck it!
Keep your little fiery brother out of the mix. And your loudmouth sister. We can play this all day. I'll actually go get a sword. We can melee all day.
That's
Y'all think y'all tough. Think you're so fucking tough. Got your ass. Too fast, so you got to die. And you too fast too. They're jumping around craziness. I don't like that monkey business. I don't like that monkey business.
Make for the pod and gear up. Buy some armor. I need you
We gonna get that weapon right away. We gonna get that weapon. And I'll run our asses off to go get some goddamn ammo.
I'm about to shut the pod.
At least get that one.
Time's up. Go kill some Zeds.
This place would melt the snowman's balls right off. Watch out! Cloaked enemy!
Sorry. Damn it. Oh, bastards. I just want to burn myself, but I don't like to be touched. Fucking touching me.
Easy!
You've dented their numbers, but there are plenty left.
And stay there. Rolling another sand on the barbie. Just gotta make sure. Rin for that. Oh shit! Thank you're dead. Yeah! We've got a cloaker! Did you twitch, ass face? Watch out! I just gotta make sure.
I be treating hard like a little playground. Yeah, smoking and choking and shit. They over here kicking my ass. Still pulling it out. Still pulling out with the wind. Oh, come on. How come it didn't work that time?
Barbecue time.
Oh, fuck, I wanted him right there where he's at.
Port is open again. Let's get you restocked. You took out the lion's share of the
Almost
Zen back
halfway.
there. Nice.
Hey man, I could have got that if I would have switched it to a friggin' knife.
More Zeds on the way. Start to wrap things up, as they say.
Who wants to hear?
Glad you made it back. Don't bleed on anything. You like being chewed into pieces? Buy armor. Port's closed. Go make a difference.
They're the meat, we're the bullet grinder. Mr. Sniper in the house.
We'll blow your ass up.
In för helvete! Oh, you're a sneaky niece.
A decent beginning.
Got your ass.
Let's call that
Now I'll deal with these bitches.
Just a second, asshole!
Husk and Siren first, Jack. Remember that. Don't let nobody tell you any different.
You're dead.
I've shown y'all all these motherfuckers are not no problem. Nothing, look, bam. Step right over there. As soon as you see a Husk, Siren, that's your target. I don't give a fuck if a Strake's beating your ass.
Reloading.
Kill that fucking Siren, because then you can throw a grenade.
Easy. You're not dead.
See it over there? See? Look. If everything else but.
Nailed him! Did you twitch, ass face?
Yeah, that shit.
Watch it,
Not the
more
house.
Zeds. Just gotta make sure. Roaring another Zed on the barbie. Burn, Zed, burn!
Glad to see you made it through. Make for the pod and gear up. No one died that time. Merveille. Your armor's falling to pieces. Get it fixed.
We're winning, yes. But do not underestimate our enemy.
I was just thinking that.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer. More Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
Man, these guys look like they've got the worst hangover ever. Yeah! She disappeared. And stay there. Gotcha!
Good start. Now finish the job. Allez.
Watch out!
Got it.
You're not dead enough. Oh, you know that flesh pounds on steroids? Oh, thank you, me. Yeah. I'm a natural.
Got your ass.
Going in.
Sneaky bastard.
Down, look out. Bang, God.
Another one.
That was the last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply. How do the Americans say it? You were MVP that time. Nice work.
That's good. Oh.
Daily done. Let's sell that.
Stay focused. Our enemies are most dangerous when close to defeat.
You read my mind, friend.
We really gonna have some fun.
I'm about to shut the pod.
Some fun. Oh shit. I didn't grab the wrong one. It's this one I meant.
Break time's over. Get back to work. More Zeds inbound.
Over at Betty next.
Gotcha! Mr. Sniper in the house.
Bodies I can leave up there. When I get there.
Oh shit!
Damn. Say a good 6.
Nice, huh?
Maybe a little less, like 4.
Feeding the beast. Bang, God. Well, where'd you get to?
Beat the shit out of you. Beat you to death.
One of those moody fletch pals.
Thanks, I needed the boost. How you die. Bastard. Tell me how not to fucking touch me, man. Y'all don't listen.
Gotcha!
Want some inbred little bastards.
Perfect. Port is open again. Let's get you restocked.
Do you think Zeds get medical
I
insurance?
saw the way you took down that flesh pound. It didn't stand a chance. Magnifique.
Everyone got ammo?
Good for ammo, thanks. I'm ready to rock. That's good. Oh.
Last chance. I have to power down the pod. Time's up. Go kill some Zeds.
Who needs money when you've got job satisfaction? Right on. Watch my ass. Reload. Nice arm. Bang. God damn. I can't hear!
That goddamn, you see that though? I still got all my armor. That goddamn siren, man.
Reloading. Yeah. Feeding the beast.
Nearly cleared this batch out. We can reopen the trainer pods.
Gotcha. Shit.
Shit. He did the freeze.
You know that flesh pound's on steroids? Easy! Bang, God damn.
Oh shit, too late. Too late. I'm not gonna let him hit me. You got his hit?
Right on.
Where's that scrape that took out my damn teammate? Where's he at? Move, man. I'm busy. Go play somewhere. I'm busy.
Oh shit!
There he is. That's him. Stray Key. You a real cheating little bastard, you know that? See, how'd you teleport over there?
Red motif thing going on here.
We just watched you do that.
Wonder what's under his apron.
How you did it, bud. You a dead bird.
Not the last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply. You know how to stay alive out there. A good instinct.
Dealing with your psychotic ass brother. And here you come with a goddamn chainsaw. I know that pain
I
all
was
too
just
well.
thinking that.
Stay focused. Our enemies are most dangerous when close to defeat.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
Oh, thank you, me.
Port's closed. Go make a difference.
Mr. Sniper in the house. Nice, huh? Come on, let's go. Watch out, group in.
She almost hit me too.
Oh shit!
Oh, I hear her. Another one. I see her. Oh, goddamn fleshy from out of nowhere.
You're a miracle worker. Yeah! She disappeared. Yeah. Oh shit!
Come on, sword for sword. Bastard, get out of my way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through.
One less asshole.
Coming through. Coming through. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Coming through. Only the worthy get the bullets. You definitely worthy.
Mr. Sniper in the house. Like an evil ice dog.
You worthy sometimes, but it ain't that serious right now.
My skin's burning. Done. Oh, sting. Hey. I'm super good to go.
Only the worthy get the bullets.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done. Buy some armor. I need you alive and in one piece.
Just nothing really fun.
I'm about to shut the pod.
It's not literally the most fun.
All Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
It's freezing out here.
Smell that crisp air, just like home. That's good. Watch out! One of those moody fresh cows. Careful, guys. Smackdown! You know that flesh pound's on steroids? Damn it!
Bastard. Let me run around all over this fucking place. The Carjack Power Rangers.
Scrape, everything!
What the hell's my damn thing?
You mean?
Take out some of this trash.
Watch out! Yeah! Wonder what's under his apron. Whoa! She's history!
So is he. Hit me with that shit like that.
Oh, suck it! Scrake, everybody! You're dumb.
Shouldn't have fucking touched me. Now you gotta die. Slowly, too. Told you to fucking slow way, bastard. That fuck.
That's good.
got a real fight ahead. Taking down a Scrake comes naturally to you, no?
Oh, thank you, me.
Kick they
I
ass.
suggest you purchase armor. Oh mon Dieu. Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
That goddamn pistol. Put some shit
Port's
down.
closed. Go make a difference.
Put down the trash. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're done. Your nasty fuck shit ass done. Back up. Fuck away from me.
Mr. Sniper in the
I
house.
said back up. Put your bitch ass down. They don't like roofs.
Back down.
This is roofs, chat. This roofs. They don't like this roof. Coming in all stupid. Get your buckethead ass back. This is who I beat too. But I'm already untouched. This is who I beat untouched. Keep blowing his ass back. Keep his ass back.
Who ordered this cryptogram?
Gotta keep turning around and check it, because if that make you figure, start running and you don't see him start running, you hit. Gonna get you. We did it again, baby! But we've done it multiple times, I told y'all. But we did it on live finally. Instead of just recorded. Taking chunks of his skull out. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, chat. You know what I mean? So we did that. Well, we might probably do that a little later or something. Do that Hell Mark Station. Put that on suicidal. I'm not really up for no suicidal right now. Hard is like, it's a breeze. I just beat the boss untouched. Like, that's just a breeze. I done beat every boss untouched. I did every map. Not every map, but all the maps that you can do it on, I've done it on. And I've gone every round. Yeah, that's beast mode for you. That's that beast mode. They're giving you Examination zone. I think I have that one. Examination zone. I should go check and see if I have it. Okay, ready. Part weapon type. Find like equipment. No. Just gotta go to it and see, I guess. Find it. I know I've seen it because I know it has a couple of skins already. As a matter of fact, I have one equipped. There it is. So they already got those. And they're equipped. I don't do the weeklies unless it's something I don't got. I got that base window on there right now. Thinking about putting on that Luke Skywalker. That green on there. Well, guess that's it for this episode of today's broadcast. But we appreciate you stopping by. We had a great time. Know y'all had a great time. And yeah, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna make sure we doing our dailies more often for y'all. Doing those late night dailies. Can't sleep, can't eat. Waking up, thinking in the street, live. But we ain't doing that no more. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, man. Y'all already know. Tap in. Schedule is posted. And I appreciate y'all stopping by, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure y'all remember that gaming is therapy. Therapy is necessary. Necessary is your perspective. So make sure that you go play your game. Enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.